Give us a clap, babe. Louder, I think. All right. Hold on.
Let's just get comfy. Can we see ourselves on this?
No, not while we're recording.
Oh.
All right, welcome to the Cross Family Podcast. My name's Jacques Cross, Big Daddy Cross. You guys will know me from Cross Family Trucking, but we'll get into that soon. Sitting next to me is my beautiful wife.
Oh, thanks.
The mother of my children, and all that. Claire Cross.
Hello. Claire Cross here.
I'm a bit nervous. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I am. I think by the end of it, we'll probably be warmed up. We might do the intro again.
Yeah, two or three episodes in, and we'll be a bit better off. But do you want me to say the actual intro that I had in my head that I've been practicing all week?
Really?
That I got too nervous to do?
Okay, go.
Welcome to the Cross Family Podcast. This episode's brought to you by absolutely fucking nobody.
Oh, Jacques.
Because we don't have any sponsors.
We don't.
But
it's our first episode. We've got potential.
But there's two things I love more than my wife and kids.
Oh, what?
This is the stuff that I've been practicing all week in my head.
Oh, my goodness.
There's two things I love more than my wife and kids. That's grog and takeaways.
Jacques.
So if anyone wants to cash us up so I can get both of those things for free, be my guest.
Oh, my God.
That was the intro. And then just say it out loud to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you say the thing about the caboose again?
What, you're the goose with the caboose?
No, but the whole thing.
So this is actually technically our second episode.
Yeah.
But the first one was trash. Like the camera angle was trash, the lighting was trash.
You wouldn't have even enjoyed it
In the
because we
bin.
didn't, to be honest. It was trash in the bin.
But the intro to that, I actually practiced a lot. And I said, what did I say? She's the wife. When I was introducing my wife, my co-host, I said she's the wife for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
My wife for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
My baby mama with minimal drama.
I mean, it's not no drama, so.
Yeah, and the goose with the caboose.
I just want to know what the drama that you're referring to is.
No, I said with minimal drama. But
yeah, but that's not no drama. Like, there still must be some drama.
You're pretty fucking dramatic, to be honest with you.
Oh, you're dramatic.
All right, so something went wrong. Hold on. So we're still figuring this out, but we'll get there. So if you're watching on YouTube, this is my son's A4 notepad that I've actually planned the whole next two episodes out on.
Plus, Huey has added his own scribble because we used a really cute pen and then he drew on the leather couch.
Yeah,
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's right. So
parents with toddlers would totally understand.
So this first episode is just it's going to be a short one, but it's just an intro to the next 100 episodes of the Cross Family Podcast.
Yeah, we've dedicated ourselves or committed to ourselves and each other that we're going to do 100 podcast episodes
before we decide to keep doing it or not.
Yeah,
you know.
So one of 100.
And the number 100 is pretty important because that's the number that I told Claire that I was going to do before I stopped uploading videos to YouTube. And now I'm a paid YouTuber. Yeah. And we've got a decent following, and that's why we're doing this podcast on the YouTube channel. It'll be solely on YouTube for now and Facebook as well. I'm not going to put the whole thing on Facebook. You guys have to go to YouTube for that if you're watching this on Facebook. And then we might go to Spotify or something later on, but I'm a YouTuber. So
we'll figure that out later.
Yeah. And YouTube, there's just not much point putting it on any other platforms when you guys already follow us on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah.
We like the visuals as well.
What do you mean?
I just like that it's a visual audience. Like it's it's an audio and a visual. Like you get the package. You get, we're not ugly people. You can look at us for a while.
I mean, I get a bit ugly sometimes.
No.
But, should we just get into it?
Yeah.
So the scribble pad over there says, first episode, intro, Claire intro.
Claire intro. That's me. Well, what should I say about myself? Anyway,
you wrote it down.
I did write it down. I'm from Brisbane. I actually grew up here. This is my hometown as well, so I've not gone far from the coop. I'm not sure if I have my age on the internet, so I'm not sure if I want to commit to how old I am.
You just turned 35 like
Oh,
literally
Jacques,
2 days
don't
ago.
tell everyone
And
how old I am.
And I'm 27.
Yeah, but don't tell everyone I'm that old.
And it's
I
not
feel
that
like
old,
I
is it?
don't look 35, so I
No,
don't
you're
really
my
want
age.
everyone to know that I'm 35.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but whatever.
I'm 35. I'm a Brisbaneite, and I'm currently a stay-at-home mum. In my past career, I had like so many jobs. It's actually bonkers. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's a symptom of ADHD.
We're going to dive into that eventually.
Eventually.
She's had like every
I reckon
red rooster,
70.
Every red rooster.
Shut up.
Every,
The one thing that I've done.
every red rooster that we drive past in Brisbane, she goes, "Oh, I worked at that red rooster."
Well, there's like 3 that I worked at. Anyway, I was like 16. Yes, I've worked at Red Rooster.
Is that camera? Hold on. Is the camera like way tilted now? It is. Hold on. Yeah. Whatever. If it's crooked, we'll fix it next episode.
Yes, I've worked at Red Rooster. I've like also worked at Queensland Parliament.
Yeah.
I was a makeup artist. I'm a qualified makeup artist.
Yep.
So I did that for a while. And my most recent job before having kids, I was working in event management for a 5-star hotel. Obviously, because of the big gold C word, we shut down. COVID.
Oh. Yeah, go on.
We got shut down. Everyone got shut down, which is actually so interesting. The last function I did was AstraZeneca. Did you know that?
What's that?
AstraZeneca.
What is it?
They made all the COVID vaccinations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first round of COVID vaxes.
That's crazy.
I managed the Queens of the Australia Pacific AstraZeneca function in Queensland, in Brisbane, and people from all over the country, all over the world, travelled to Australia for this function, and that was the last one that I did was AstraZeneca, and then everything got shut down. There was a number of people that were like, "Look, I've heard about this thing called COVID. I don't feel comfortable flying."
Yeah.
And like we could have anyway. So what else do I say? Let me just check my notes.
You're gonna check your phone instead of your brain.
Well, my brain gets muddled. It's the lights, okay? Yeah, I used to be a fashion blogger. I haven't done it in a while, but maybe I'll get back into it one day.
That was when we first got together. So imagine me being a little 19-year-old cold store worker hooking up with a 26-year-old plus size model.
Oh, you're cute.
Your boy cracked it.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I basically, I did that for a while, and then my mum got sick, so I took the breaks. I put the brakes on that sort of part of my life for a while.
Yep.
And then obviously tragically my mum passed away when I was 29. From motor neurons disease.
Yep.
We'll talk about that in another episode, maybe one by itself, and we'll talk about it all and get a bit emotional and vulnerable.
Yep.
That probably caused me to have a bit of a breakdown because I didn't deal with the grief immediately.
Yeah.
I just went into damage control. I helped my dad plan my mum's funeral and then moved in with my dad and my sister, and then we got engaged like 2 weeks after mum passed away, 2 or 3 weeks.
Was it 2 weeks?
Yeah, it was really quick.
Yeah, because we'll talk about it. We might talk about it in the next episode, actually, because the next episode is going to be about how we met and like us
That's a nice idea.
But yeah, during the whole funeral thing for your mum, that's when that's when I decided to marry her. Yeah, but I don't think it was 2 weeks after. Well, I think it was a bit later than that because remember I proposed to you, but then I still had to ask Robbo, your dad. Yeah. And it took me like 2 weeks, didn't it, to get the balls to ask him?
Like the next day.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, it felt like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
So, I obviously threw myself into planning a wedding because it's my trade. Like I love planning weddings. I used to do that as well, in my job, at the hotel. And so, it was just everything I did from that point on until we got married was planning the wedding. So I didn't deal with the grief of losing my mum immediately. And then after the wedding had happened, I went back to work and
Didn't really go all that well, did it? Well, you done pretty good.
Yeah. Look, I think that the biggest breakdown was the first birthday after I lost my mum. Well, no, the second one.
Your first birthday?
So the first birthday after I lost, my first birthday.
Yeah.
After I lost my mum, it was our engagement party. So I didn't really get that sad about mum not being there. But the one after that, I actually really struggled with.
Yeah.
I struggled with her not being there and like around the Christmas time and everything. So anyway, I think that all added to a bit of a breakdown.
What's next on your list?
So the next thing on my list, on my bio list
about
myself.
Yeah.
So 6 months after we got married, I fell pregnant with Hugh, and then we had Huey. Right. He was just such a beautiful little baby. COVID baby, yeah.
Yeah.
Never
your
seen
sister
the outside
got
world.
Pregnant, and then we got jealous, so we got pregnant a month later.
We went home the same day she told us, and we made a baby.
We necked on and made a baby.
We did neck on.
Bumped uglies.
Jacques. Don't say bumped uglies.
Clapped cheeks.
Don't. Yuck.
Yeah.
And so we have our kids are 4 weeks apart.
Yeah. Isla and Huey's cousin and Huey, yeah.
Yeah. They're only 4 weeks apart.
What happened after that? So
then I got postpartum depression and anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a bit of a breakdown of our relationship.
Yeah, we did. And we'll get into that again. We might do that tomorrow maybe. Oh, no. Like, we're doing the second episode straight after this one, but we might do it on the next episode, sorry.
Yeah. And then we had Olive.
Yeah.
And she's just the light of our life. She's so girl. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now I'm just throwing myself into stay-at-home mum life.
Yep.
Trying to, really...
Not spend all our money on Marketplace.
I'm giving it a go. Look, if I sell something, then I get to buy something. So... What you don't know doesn't hurt you.
Claire will go and spend like $30 at Salvo's the other day. Yeah. And then comes home and sells something for what? $30?
Yeah. I sold the Wi-Fi router.
Yeah, she sold like a spare NBN router.
It wasn't even ours.
To pay for that Salvo's outing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
And what else, babe?
That's it. That's me in a nutshell.
That's you in a nutshell.
I'm just trying...
That's Olive.
That's our baby crying.
Okay, we're going to take a break and we'll come back.
Really
all right. Yep. All right, we're back. We've only got one aircon system in our house, and it's in the lounge where we are, so the kids' doors are closed, and it's hot as anything outside. And the baby was hot, so that's why she woke up. Anyway,
she's under the fan now. We have to go and
be parents for a second.
And she's fine.
But we're back with a couple of lemon squashes, and we're getting into it.
Gordo dog.
What? What are we up to? Okay, my intro. So I don't really feel like I need to intro myself too much because we're posting this on the Cross Family Trucking socials. The only people that are going to see this until people outside of our following are the followers that already know who I am.
I also have 12,000 followers. Oh, well, it used to be 12. About 8,000 followers on Instagram.
How much? How much have you got?
8.
Do 4,000 people unfollow you?
Shut up.
That's crazy.
Maybe it's 8 or 9. Well, if you think about it, I used to post thirst traps.
But wait, so we haven't talked about this. When I was
skinny and hot and young, and now I post photos of me and my family. Yeah, some people unfollowed me.
So are you going to post this on your Instagram? We haven't talked about this.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, so I should intro myself.
Absolutely, intro yourself.
Yeah, I'm
everybody,
Jacques.
This is Jacques, my husband, Jacques Cross.
Yeah, all right. So Jacques Cross.
27 years old, famously.
What?
I'm just saying.
Are you going to let me do my intro? Or?
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's the hard solo. Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, she's a bit of a lightweight. But anyway, 27 years old, Kiwi, Māori. I've been in Australia for... I think this is my 12th year going on now.
Yeah.
I come here when I was 15 and I'm now 27. So, and moved over. Things were, a bit average for a while. And then I turned 18, started making money. And then, just done life on my own with mates and everything. And then I met Claire. Oh, mum and my sister and them were here, but eventually they all moved back to New Zealand for their own reasons. So they left. I'm the only one in my family, like my immediate family here, and my mum's got 3 brothers. They all live over in Capalaba, Alex Hills, and like Marsden and stuff like that.
Yep.
On the south side of Brisbane. So what else? Yeah. So then eventually me and mum, it was just down to me and mum, and then we had a house in Yarrabilba, and then mum moved home because I didn't have kids, but she had grandkids back home with one of my sisters, so she moved home to be a grandmother, and then left me in the house, and then that's when me and Claire got serious.
Well, we were serious beforehand.
Oh yeah, I know, but like then we moved in together.
Then we moved in together.
Yeah,
after your mum left, we waited until that lease was up, and then you moved in with us.
Yeah, and then not much else other than that. Well, that's other stuff we can talk about, but
we'll touch on it. Like,
what?
You previously have had like a top 10 hit in New Zealand.
Oh yeah, like I've always been someone who, and like my trucking mates don't really know this stuff about me.
No.
And neither do you guys on the Cross Family Trucking YouTube channel, because you guys only see the truck driver side of me.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit of how do I explain it? Once I decide I want to do something, I,
put all your eggs in the
way.
basket.
Yeah, get out of my way because I'm going to go and do it.
Yeah. I love that about you.
Yeah.
Very hardworking, dedicated person.
And the first one of those things was making music. I used to make music, which is funny because we've both dipped our toes into the music industry.
Yeah, that's true.
And then so I used to make music with a few of the boys. We done pretty well. We charted in New Zealand. We only released like 3 songs. We charted in New Zealand and the Philippines of all places.
I didn't know about that.
Didn't you?
Maybe I did, but I've forgotten.
I think we hit like top 5 in the Philippines.
Shut up.
I'm not even
with
kidding.
The Peter T song? Royalty?
Yeah, it was royal. No, it wasn't royalty. It was mood.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. That's so impressive.
I think we hit in the top 5 like new music charts. New music, not like top. In New Zealand with two of our songs. I think one was top 5, one was top 10. I think somebody can fact check this.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then it's Philippines, which is weird. And then after that.
But you hit the top. You were number 11 on the NZ charts.
No, that was new music charts. It's different.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I getcha.
Yeah.
It's like a special thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
Then in between, I've always been a worker. Mum and Dad, like they're blue collar workers.
Yeah.
They've worked in factories for years. Mum's only just got out of factory work after like 30 years.
Wow.
So I don't know, somehow I caught that off them. So I know how to work my ass off. And I've always prided myself on just working. So in between all these like little things I do like music, I've always got work and money coming in.
Yeah.
But after music, it was trading.
Yeah.
Then during COVID, I started trading like cryptocurrencies. Done really, really well, like very well, and then very, very badly.
Yeah.
Because I started being stupid with the money, and we ended up we didn't really lose. We lost some, not. Yeah, no, okay, we lost a bit of money.
We lost all of the money that we put into it.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
There were like times.
That seems like a loss to me.
It still affects my wife if you can't tell. But
it's all right.
But
don't do it, anybody.
Times,
Nobody do it.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Okay, shut up.
I'm done.
There were times when there were weeks where I was making like 5-6 grand a week, and like I would hit that, take the rest of the week off, and we go blow it.
Yeah,
because we weren't interested in being
responsible.
Smart without money. Sorry.
Fiscally responsible is something learnt.
Yeah.
We've now learned about it, and
Yeah.
we are very responsible with our money now.
Yeah, that's right.
So much so we give it to someone else.
But I have but that's like another thing that I was doing. Then I went back to work before I left my job, before I started trading. Before I left my job, what am I trying to say? The job that I left, II trade during COVID, I was their like loader for all their rigids.
Yeah, that's
and they
right.
got me my rigid license because they had 8 dogs and like 20 something trucks and like rigid trucks, like 10 pallet or 12 pallet trucks. I would load all those trucks by hand every night on my own. Like
And so
literally
you'd have
nobody
to
would help me.
load 8 and then move them,
Yeah.
and then load 8
So
and then move. Wow.
So all of the trucks would get picked from the cold store in order. All the pallets would come out onto the floor, and I'm just in there. I think I measured it one day. I was walking it was like 40 kilometers a day.
That's bonkers.
I'm not even kidding. Just in a dock space of 8. So and I used to load all of those by hand by myself. And then COVID hit. We got some super out, and I was like, "Fuck this," because Claire was pregnant with Huey, and like we didn't know what COVID was going to do for Claire. And if I got it at work and then brought it home to Claire and her being pregnant,
look,
I just said, I gave that job the ass, and then I come home and started trading.
Yeah, no one really knew the risks of COVID at the time, and getting COVID while you're pregnant or anything like that. So we've learned that lesson now. It's not a big deal, but
but that job is how I got my start in not the I guess that's how I got a heavy vehicle license. They paid for it. I actually failed it the first time, and then they had to pay for it a second time.
I forgot.
Yeah, it was bullshit. And truckies that are watching this, right? Listen to this. The first time we were turning in Wynnum, we were turning back to go towards TMR, and then we were turning left into a side street, right? And there was an island in the middle of the road, and there was a person pushing someone in a wheelchair on the opposite side of the road. They stepped out into the curb. I stopped, into the street. Then they went back up onto the curb and waved me past, and I just took the side street. And the guy goes, "Yeah, no, you failed." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "That person was on the road." I said, "But they stepped back onto the sidewalk and then waved me past." He goes, "Doesn't matter, mate. They were on the road." And I said to him, "So I was meant to sit there for 10 minutes waiting for them to walk across the road?" He goes, "Yep."
But that's so stupid.
I called him a prick and then left. And
to his face.
Yeah. I said, "You're a fucking prick, mate." And then the next guy, I did it. He didn't it was awesome. He just, "Come on."
That is so bonkers.
He's like, "Come on, let's go for a drive, blah, blah." And then, I got my HR license. And then, so then I come home, traded. And after that, I said, I'm going to go use my truck license, right? So I went and delivered doors and windows on construction sites and renos around the southeast, as far south as Yamba, Maclean, and Lismore.
And then you went to Harvey Bay sometimes.
Yeah, and then as far north as Harvey Bay, and then we were going as far west as the New South Wales border, at Wollonga as well, and Stanthorpe and stuff like that.
Wow.
But everywhere in between. But that's when I started seeing, when I was on the highway, that's when I started really taking notice of all the B doubles and realising I'm going to Lismore, I'm taking the Ballina exit to Lismore, and that bloke's going past my exit. Where's he going?
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
And then I come home one day and I just told Claire, I'm gonna go drive big trucks.
Yeah.
And
you had in your mind to do a HC, hey?
Yeah, I was going to do my heavy combo first. For anybody that's not... All right, yeah, we're back. The camera keeps turning off. So we're
not frustrating at all.
So we're going to fly through this, right? So I'm still explaining heavy vehicles, though.
Yeah, let's get back into it.
So MR is a single drive body truck. HR is a tandem drive body truck or whatever. HC is your heavy combination. That's truck and one trailer, or prime mover and one trailer, and then MC is the big boy shit like multi-combination, B doubles,
Jacques.
road trains, and I do big boy shit. And I say that to anybody. I'm pretty proud of the fact, because for people who don't have a frame of reference on trucking at all, Australia, I don't want to say we drive the biggest trucks in the world, but we drive the biggest trucks in the world. We do.
Yeah.
And try and contest us on that. You can't. You literally can't.
So for people from potentially my audience that don't know what that even means, they drive in other countries maybe 2 trailers. Over here they can drive 5 trailers.
Oh yeah.
And you've driven 3.
Yeah, in certain there's heaps of different combinations. Maybe I'll edit something into it to show you
but it's
there's
all
a printout that you can find online.
anyway.
Yeah. Just Google image road train combinations, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
You'll see.
But yeah, we do big boy shit over here.
But
And,
basically, Jacques went to get his HC license, so the one step up from
from the
from
license that I
HR.
had working on those docks.
And the lady said to you, "No, you're going to do the MC."
Good old Queensland, you can go straight from having your rigid license and not being able to tow any trailers to towing road trains. You literally can do it legally.
I mean, you have to be doing the HR for a year.
Yeah, but I had mine for like 2 or 3.
Yeah, so you were able to go straight into the MC. And I actually love that she said that to you because she actually was right.
Well,
she said to you, look, you're just going to come back in a year and want to get your MC, so you may as well do it straight away.
It wasn't even that. It was like 2 months. Oh, no, I get what you're saying.
What I'm saying is she was saying to you, why would you bother getting the HR and then the MC?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the HC.
The HC, yeah. So anyway, I went and got my MC license, and I've told the story a million times before. Got my license on the Saturday, called the company I'm with now on the Monday, interview Wednesday, job by Friday, and I was on the road doing big boy shit. I'm gonna keep saying that to piss people off because this is the thing as well about the trucking industry and being a truck driver and like a content creator.
Who are you offending when you say I'm doing big boy shit?
There's miserable people, babe. They will hate me for saying I'm doing big boy shit. But the fact of the matter is, right, is half you blokes, you haven't done half the shit that I've done, and I'm only 27. I just finished doing Brisbane to Perth for 6 months. Again, for people that have no clue, that's 4,500 Ks. I was towing road trains one way.
One way. So that's like 9,000.
I'm not trying to be cocky
in 10 days.
But I think someone needs to, in our little niche of trucking content creation, needs to be proud and needs to be proud of what we're doing because we're all very proud people. The people who love driving trucks, we're all very proud. But no one online saying like, all your other countries are driving apprentice size shit. Like come to Australia and actually drive some real trucks. I'm not like that sounds cocky as fuck.
And if you're offended by it, maybe you should
person.
Just go to and upgrade your license and then get on the big boy shit too.
But that's right. Like I'm not a cocky person. I'm a confident person. But like I don't know. I feel those are the things that I say in my head and that we all say to ourselves in our heads. I don't see why I shouldn't say it online.
Go for it, babe.
Yeah, you're all apprentices. I'm joking.
So maybe like a year ago you started YouTubing?
Yeah, and then a year ago, so this is my next project, right? Trucking, and then my next project is YouTubing. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure this is the one that's going to get us cashed up.
Well, yeah, it's starting to.
About a year ago, I got a little $40 action camera from King's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's, if you guys go to the Cross Family Trucking YouTube channel, if you're watching this somewhere else, go right to the bottom of my videos. You'll see all those little, like road train, like little horrible clips. Quality, no audio. But that's when I started telling my wife, and I had like 5 views on.
Yeah, some of them only have like 100 views on them.
Literally. And I was buzzing when I got like 60 views.
Yes.
And I said, I'm going to keep doing this, 100 videos. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to start making better content because I'm doing half-done content.
Yeah.
And convincing myself that those like horrible little videos were good content, but they weren't.
Well, it was everything's a start, but you're right. And then we... then
I started doing shorts.
You got the GoPro. You upgraded the GoPro.
No, I started doing shorts, and then I got the GoPro because the shorts started going wild. Like I got like 30K on one of my shorts, and I called Claire and I was like, I have to do vlogs.
Yeah,
I have to turn this into an income.
Yeah,
and it took like 60 videos or something. Nah, not even, maybe more, 80 something videos. Yeah, 80.
The interesting thing about YouTube is that you have to like hit specific
so you have to hit
requirements before you can get on the AdSense.
Yeah, so you have to hit 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. And like right at the beginning, I was going live like to the audience, like to you guys, and going, like we're almost there, and then we cracked it, and then like it's just all my videos have been monetized since. Yeah. And that's half the reason we're uploading this podcast to YouTube too, because we want to keep that ad revenue coming in. Yeah. But we'll talk about that another time.
We want to buy a truck.
Yeah, we
So,
want to buy a truck, and we want to put. I want my name. Well, I want our name on the side of a truck.
Yeah.
A flat roof 104 with a monster like 620 cat in it,
We're putting in an
18
order.
speed. Yeah, all the bells and whistles. That's my dream truck.
What colour?
Probably yellow, the channel yellow, because it's my own yellow. I don't own it, but like I'm pretty sure no one else is using it, and like pink and grey too.
Pink and grey.
Somehow.
I like the pink.
So then what? So trucking, and then, I'm a father.
Yeah. Father and a wife.
Father and a
a
husband.
husband. Father and a wife. Wow.
Yeah. We've already talked about it, like me proposing to you, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not in detail. I thought we were going to do that the next one, but you
Yeah.
can touch on it now.
No, we'll touch on. We'll do it on the next one.
Yeah.
But like, I love being a father, and like half of this brand that we're building. Sorry, I shouldn't say because it's now both of us.
Yeah.
Half this brand that we're building it's literally in the title, right? Cross Family Trucking.
Yeah.
Like cross is like who we are, and go on my Facebook bio. This is what it says. Who we are. What is it? Who we are, what we do.
Oh yeah.
We're the crosses.
Yeah.
What we are, we're family. Like, and then trucking. Like the two things that I'm passionate about. We're turning this into a brand.
Yeah.
We're full on now. We've had a couple. Go to the last vlog and you'll see why. Like I was full on about to start ordering merch, and then some bullshit happened with a prick, and then yeah. But we'll get into that. Okay. So that's my intro, and you guys will get to know us better because, that's right, because like we're doing this not just to build a brand around like family and trucking, but we've got some pretty interesting shit that we can talk about.
I feel like our lives have had some pretty high highs and some pretty low lows.
Very low lows.
But we're willing to give it all to you for content.
So it's not just going to be about like, we're going to tell our stories about our own individual lives before meeting each other, and then the things that we've been through together.
Yeah.
My life was pretty crazy when I was a teenager.
The stories you give me make me so nervous to be a mother of a teenage boy. It's just honestly bonkers.
I've written like stories down, like the names of stories down.
Okay.
What does it say? Oh yeah, rugby tour.
Oh goodness me.
Got my nuts licked behind a church.
At 15?
So I'll put that into perspective real quick. I was 14 maybe, in England on playing rugby with all my mates, going clubbing every second night, and this university student
Jacques, oh my goodness me.
Decided
See
to
what I mean? This makes me so Jacques makes me so nervous to
behind
be
a church.
a mother.
Sorry, Jesus.
Sorry, Jesus.
But okay. So I'll just read the list. Migrating to Australia, parents broke up, whatever. The Perth story, my wild teenage years, because they were pretty wild. Like, I'm surprised I'm alive. Like gang fights back home. I wasn't in a gang, but that's a story. I was a bit of a
Jacques'
whore when I was a
brother-in-law
teenager.
was in a gang.
Yeah, he was. He was, and we'll talk about him in another episode. Tracking social media, Claire's is and we've both had to one thing that we'll get to is we've both had to deal with murder in our families.
Yeah.
One, my brother, and your uncle.
Yeah.
Were both murdered.
Yeah.
Different time.
Well, I want to check with I haven't even told you this. I want to check with my family first if they're comfortable in me talking about it. Because it's not just my story. I can tell the story from my perspective and from my mother's side. Yeah. But, I just want to check with them because it was their dad.
Yeah. And for me, we are going to dive into my brother passing away. He wasn't my brother. He's my brother-in-law. He's the father to one of my sister's kids, her two oldest boys. Yeah. And he was murdered. But I was very close to him.
In a gang war.
Not a war.
Turf
It was
thing.
just. Yeah.
Sorry.
I
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how far, like how many details we'll put out about that, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
eventually.
because we
and
don't
maybe
really
maybe
want
I'll
media
fly my
to pick
sister
up
over
on it.
here, sis, and you can come over and jump on podcast and talk about it. Claire worked at Parliament. She's been through abusive relationships,
Oh yeah.
excluding this one, right?
Well, yeah, excluding this one, otherwise we wouldn't be sitting here right now.
I mean, I forced you to do the podcast, so.
You didn't.
She's been through. Claire's got a lot of trauma in terms of. I shouldn't say it like just you got trauma, but like
You got trauma. Fix your
Claire's
shit.
been through a lot.
Yeah.
She was a bigger kid,
Yeah.
and
Well,
she went through a lot because of that.
looking back at photos now, though,
She wasn't that big.
I actually was
Our
not.
little boy was twice your size.
Yeah, and he's 3
Our
years
kid is
old.
giant.
He's such a big
He's
dude.
like the size of a 6, 7-year-old. Not even kidding. He's 3 years old.
He's the size of 7-year-old.
He gets it from her side. Your
Yeah.
brother's 6'5".
6'5",
And your dad's what?
6'6".
Yeah, and your sister's my height. 5'9", 5'10", and you're just a bit shorter than me.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5'6", 5'7". But also your side of the family is solid as well.
Mum's, my uncles are giants as well.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Huey gets it from.
But I love. It's such an interesting thing to me looking back at photos of my childhood. Hopefully we can insert the one that I'm referencing somewhere on the screen. I'm at Dreamworld with my family, and it was such a great day. And it probably was the first time I'd ever been allowed to wear shorts ever in my life.
Yeah, so you copped it a bit from.
And I was
saying.
about 10 years old in the picture, and I was already on the Weight Watchers diet. I had a membership at Weight Watchers, and I'd go every week to try and lose weight.
Yeah.
10 years old. Are you fucking joking?
So, yeah.
Anyway, and
Claire's
you'll see
mum
by the
put her through a
picture,
bit
I'm
because of
not
her
an
weight.
obese person in that photo.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But
So-
I think that's like an episode 20 maybe. Because
We'll talk about it another
we
time.
are going to get very deep into our lives. Because like I said, we have I have so many stories that I've been remembering because of doing this podcast. Like while I've been driving the truck, I've been recalling all these stories that I completely forgot about.
And I hope that this is just also something that you can maybe relate to as well.
But that's it.
And we'd love to hear maybe your side of the story if you've got something that's similar has happened to you in your life. Yeah.
Like there's my water, but we might just call this episode because we've been doing it for, it's now 40 minutes long and it was supposed to be like a 20-minute episode. But anyway,
There you go.
It says on my sheet over here, outro. I don't really have an outro.
Well, I'm really looking forward to. You want me to do the outro?
Yeah.
I hope that you've really enjoyed getting to know us a little bit more on this episode of the podcast, the first inaugural episode of the podcast.
Yep.
We have enjoyed filming it, even though there was a couple of bumps across the road. Cheer to Olive and the camera. Let's maybe get that situation fixed for next time.
Yeah. I'm excited to give my existing followers a deeper look into like just my life, because you guys are real. One thing that it took me a while to realize is you guys are really invested in me.
Well,
and
you're a
not
great
just my
content creator, I think.
Yeah.
Like from someone who enjoys watching your vlogs.
Yeah. But this is why we had so many reasons to do a podcast that honestly we'd be dumb not to.
Yeah. We're hopping on the train, guys. Hopefully no one's sick of the podcast yet, because podcasts, everyone's got one. So we're just adding to it.
Anyway,
we're
looking forward to giving these to you guys. I think we're going to go straight into filming the second episode.
Yeah.
So if we are wearing the same clothes and haven't moved, it's because we're wearing the same clothes and we haven't moved. We're just talking about different.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
All right,
All right. Wrap it up.
high five. Check it. All right, see you guys soon.